Hello. Let me close the door. Okay, I am back and I have tea. So, and if I look different directions, it's because my mom has two monitors and the camera's on this one and I see myself over here. I can't talk right now. I just ran up the stairs, so I'm exhausted. And it's like 85 degrees in here. You guys can start questions whenever or whatever. I can just randomly start talking about stuff. I've never done a live session before, so this is all brand new to me. I don't know what I'm doing. It's like seriously sweltering in this room. And I can't have the door open because Force is sleeping next door. And the mouse is loud, I'm sorry. I'll try not to move it too much. Cool. And my computer's a lot better. My mom's computer is like super old, so the camera quality is terrible, and I don't know how the mic is because I've never actually listened to it. I'm really sad that my internet's out, so I'm like, I forgot to get it fixed. Ooh. Hey, I can make it brighter. The lighting is here. It's terrible. Ooh. I don't know if that's any better. I think I just made it worse. Oh well. Hello, sixth person. Just waiting for, I guess, whenever a question starts. I'm just kind of hanging out. Sitting here awkwardly because people are staring at me but not saying anything. Hello, Emily. Hello, Lindsay. Hello from Florida. I'm sure you understand the heat. It's like 85 degrees in this room right now, and I'm dying. And I have hot tea, which is a bad idea, but I need caffeine. Should I just like start randomly saying stuff, or should I wait for questions? What do you guys think? This is like a test run, by the way, because again, I've never done a live session. I don't know who's heard that yet. And I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't know what to expect. I did my first like guest appearance on a podcast today, and that was all brand new. So I got to kind of have like an idea of how to answer questions, but doing my own live session is something that I'm like, what am I doing? I don't even know how to like go about this, especially when I'm just talking to myself. I guess maybe I'll like ask myself the first question, but I can't think of what question I would ask. I'm really bad at this. I'm so sorry. I will get better. I'm planning on doing like live Q&A sessions at least twice a month. So that way, if anyone has like questions they want to ask, like how, like about myself or like my personal experiences or like what I can't really recommend anything because I'm not a professional, but I can always say like, from my experience, this is what I've discovered and kind of put like my own spin on it. So I can attempt to help in some way, at least make you feel a little less alone or whatever if you're like anxiety or OCD or depression or whatever. I guess I'll just like start with an introduction type thing. And you guys can hear me, correct? Like I'm not just like talking to myself and you guys can't hear me. Okay, good. All right, so I started doing the like I guess Meg with Love brand, I'll call it, back in 2016 because I wanted to do like recipe development and nutrition content and things like that. But I didn't really. Would you die for your kids? Yes, I definitely would. My kids are super important to me, and there's no way in the world that I would let anything happen to them if I could prevent it. I don't know who you are, but in the situation, depends on the situation. Like, I don't know. I don't know how to word it. Like if there were, okay, yeah, I'm just going to say it depends on the situation. But I hope you don't die. I hope we don't ever have to have that situation. Let's see. My husband is getting used to it. He is not, as you can tell, in kind of like the beginning of the vlogs, he's kind of just like quiet and sitting back looking really serious, which is not him at all. Like he is not quiet or serious. I mean, I don't know if that's just his like facial expression. Maybe he has like resting man face or something. But he's gotten a lot more comfortable being in front of the camera. He's already told me like he wants to do this. He wants to be involved in it, but he doesn't have any idea what to do in front of a camera. So he's kind of learning. I've had to do things like this for like classes and things that I did for my degree. So being in front of a camera doesn't feel as weird to me. I had to do like public speaking and then also film myself for things. My daughter is like all about this. She is like, I'm going to be a YouTuber, mama. I'm going to get to the point where I end up meeting Ryan and we're going to go to his house and play with all of his toys. So she's excited. And then Forrest is not even a year yet. So he has no idea what's going on. He just knows that half the time I have my phone and I'm videoing us, and he likes to talk to himself. So I guess he likes it. And my mom is just like, anytime she gets to be a goofball, she's all about it. So she's super involved in it. No, we do not have any pets. With my OCD, I do not think I could handle having any pets, to be honest. At least not right now. I kind of joked that like we could get like a turtle. But it would have to be like an outside pet, I think. Because kids are hard enough to take care of, let alone an animal that can't communicate to me. So until I get better and until maybe both my kids are older, I don't think we'll have any pets. Yeah, the weird thing is she's like, she doesn't watch him very often, but she's like, I have to buy all Ryan's toys. Like she has to, even though this kid has so much money, she's like, I have to support him. So she wants to go to Legoland because she thinks she'll meet him. For a free balloon, maybe if it was a good colored balloon or had like cool pattern on it. I guess it depends on the type of tiger too. Is it like a trained tiger or is it a wild tiger? No, I don't think that'd be any fun. That'd be really messy, and I'm like not about messes. Plus, I kind of value human life, so I don't think I'd kill anyone. Well, if that's what you think is fun, I hope that you have other hobbies. My favorite candy, I really like malted milk balls, like Whoppers, because I'm weird and like a grandma, and I like malted milk. Burger King? I don't know when the last time I had Burger King was. I'll be honest. I think it was like 10 years ago. I'm not a big fan of Burger King. I eat probably more McDonald's and Chick-fil-A. Oh, that no. Whoppers are like chocolate covered malted milk balls. Not like a Whopper. I don't have anything to like, I don't know. If you're from England, Maltesers. I don't know what else to call them. Kind of enjoying the random questions though. Kind of gives it like a, how old am I? I'm going to be 34 in August. How old are you? I'll throw it back at you because you're the only one asking questions right now. Do I like Shrek? I'm not opposed to Shrek. think I've seen it way too many times at this point. So it's kind of like listening to a song too many times. You're like, I could watch it, but it's kind of boring at this point. Oh, okay. That's a different age. Like, I remember being 13 and being incredibly awkward. I think I played something called Asheron's Call, which was an online game, kind of like World of Warcraft, but it wasn't nearly as like well put together. He was working at a restaurant that I used to go to all the time. It's probably one of my favorite restaurants still, even though he still works there. He was like standing up at the front when I went in one day, and we just started talking, and I was telling him I was going to teach him English and things like that, and we started hanging out a lot more. And then finally we were like, what is this? Are we dating or what? And yeah, that's kind of where it went from there. And then I ended up married and pregnant, which I'm not upset about. I'm happy with that. I did have technology back when I was 13. I had the internet when it first started coming out. So I was in middle school. Yes, I have always lived in Florida. I lived in England, in London for 3 months in 2004. And I was going to school for photography. But I spent more time going out and drinking than I did actually going to class. So I ended up coming home. I don't know who Morgs is, and I don't know who Eugenia Cooney is. I actually was dating somebody that I met on something called LiveJournal. It was like an online diary type thing, kind of like early social media. And I met a guy on there and ended up flying to England to meet him. And we dated for almost 2 years. And so I had moved to London to go to school there to be closer to him. And when I got there, it wasn't like, he was actually like a 2-hour train ride away. So we never really got to see each other, and we kind of fell apart. But it was just weird because he was a year younger than me and I was 18. So he was 17. And he was just experiencing life, and I'd already done a couple more things in life than he had. So he was like wanting to go out and do more, and I just kept traveling after we broke up. I don't mind living in Florida. I actually like the area I'm in. I think we're talking about moving to Orlando at some point because we live outside of Orlando. If I had to live in another state, I don't know. I'm not sure where I'd go. My brother's in Oregon, so maybe I'd go that direction. And I like the weather up there probably more. And yeah, LiveJournal is one of those things that I'm like, oh yeah, I had that. I was like obsessed with that. And I think my accounts are still on there, so I can actually go back and read what I wrote. It was LiveJournal was like, you could post pictures and stuff. I don't really know what to compare it to at this point. Like people used it to like write stories and things like that, but it was kind of like a Facebook before Facebook was a thing. MySpace was, I don't know. I feel like they were all kind of similar where you could like comment to people and write things, but you had more like characters that you could write on LiveJournal. I attempted to be emo. It didn't go very well. I don't really have, I kind of just go with my own thing, and fitting into like a stereotype or a genre. I've never stuck to that. I always end up going back to just choosing what I like. And if it fits in a category, then that's cool. But if not, I'm still just me. I think LiveJournal is still a thing. I think you can actually go use it. And it was actually a pretty creative outlet, and I really liked it. Yes, I do. If I do suffer from anxiety also. I I feel like they do go hand in hand. They're kind of like, it's kind of like depression and anxiety, how they go together. I feel like the OCD and anxiety go together. I feel like all three are like siblings. They're like ones you don't want to be related to, but you just happen to be, and you can't get rid of them very easily. Like those relatives you have that come over and never want to leave. And it was just, like, they kind of like play off each other. Like I'll have, if my anxiety is heightened, then I'll be more prone to having like an OCD meltdown. If I'm in the middle of like a routine and something gets messed up, then I shoot up and have like crazy anxiety. And it's not fun because they literally just like bounce off each other. Yeah, I do curse a lot. My husband doesn't like it. I try not to. It's really bad. Oh, Ghost Supermodel. I was reading that as like gossiper model, and I was like, I don't know what that is. Get swatted? I don't even know what that means. I originally wasn't going to put my kids online. Like my ex-husband and I, we did not want to put our daughter online for like privacy reasons and kind of like the creepiness factor. But I don't know. I just, when she got a little bit older, it got easier because she was really about being online. She like really wants to do YouTube, and she is like all about being on this. Like she's grabbed my camera and recorded random stuff. So she really likes doing it. I guess I did do a lot of like posting her without her face, like her looking away, looking down, the back of her, things like that. All the stuff that I archived on my Instagram was all of like her back and stuff. Yeah, I think the cat in the hat's going to swap me as well, but they're only 13, so I'm not super worried about it. And I don't really post my last name anywhere, so unless you're like hacking into my stuff, I don't really think you're going to find it. I am nice, and I like you, even if you're like got some crazy questions. It kind of keeps it up, like upbeat a little bit. I had some anxiety issues that have made me want to die as well. I'll be honest with you. Like some of the things I post on my blogs, like my past blogs, I say things like I had a really bad night. It was a really bad time. Those were nights that I was having suicidal and intrusive thoughts, which I have not talked about on my blogs because I'm scared to put that out there like that. But I knew that they were intrusive thoughts and not like actual thoughts that would manifest into something. So I knew I never would do something. And it was just like, it's scary. That's the scariest thought in the entire world, is to have a thought like that. But to know you're in control of it, but to know it's there, it's like a mental battle, and you just have to figure out how to win. Pop's reaction to starting YouTube was like, why don't you do this? He was the one that was like, how come you do this? Why don't you do this? You have like a good plan for this and things like that, or you've talked about it. Why don't you just go ahead and start it? So he really wanted me to start it, and he's like really excited about us traveling in the future and taking the vlogging to another level with that. My favorite flavor? Depends on my mood. Sometimes I really like chocolate, sometimes vanilla. The difference between vanilla and banana is vanilla tastes good if it's artificial. Banana tastes like gross. There is no comparison. So unless it's like natural banana, I won't eat it. And I'd probably say yogurt. I like yogurt, like Greek yogurt. I said yogurt a lot. Yeah, that was something I was really scared about, especially with like my intrusive thoughts. Being too open with them is that's why kind of I curb what I say and stuff on um, my actual vlogs because I'm afraid of CPS being called. However, I know that my kids are not in danger and that I'm not harmful to myself. I'm not harmful to others, and I'm very aware of my behavior. So I know that even if they came, my kids wouldn't get taken away. It would just be a big pain in my butt, mostly like a waste of time because my kids are happy, healthy, and all that other stuff. So I at this point, like I've reached a point of my disorders that I'm not afraid to talk about them anymore. It was just taking that step um, to actually get to where I could be too open about it. I've answered you. What are you talking about? I just had like a yogurt rant for like 3 minutes. Uh, and babies come from the Cabbage Patch Farm up in Clayton County, Georgia. Uh, yeah, I mean, I kind of like wanted to start vlogging, like what you said about your husband, like being your push. I kind of like been watching like KK and Baby J, and I was like, wow, that would be really fun, something to do. I spot the cabbage farm. No, don't do that. All those poor little stuffed babies that smell like baby powder. Um, yeah, I would talk about it, and I was like, man, they do such like cool things, and I enjoy watching them. They kind of are just very lighthearted, and it made me feel like I could be that mom again. And that's when Pop was like, well, why don't you do something like that? And it just kind of escalated from there. And then I was driving one day and was like, I'm going to start recording myself. And then I was like, all right, I guess I'm a vlogger now. And now I've been doing the daily vlogs. So I've been posting daily for probably like 2 weeks now. Hmm. It's not so much my husband that's uncomfortable. He's perfectly fine. If anything, he's like, you need more excitement in your vlogs. Like, why don't you do some more like stuff? Or you talk too much. That's kind of boring. And I'm like, well, unfortunately, I'm telling my story. So it's not always going to be like, hey guys, check this out. I'm having a OCD meltdown. No, it's kind of like, I just got to post what's real and I'm not hiding anything. If it's boring, it's boring. I don't really care because it's my story. And if people want to watch it, that's cool. If they don't, then that's cool too. That's to each their own. Like Cat in the Hat said earlier. Um, I think, if anything, the stuff I have posted has made someone else uncomfortable. It does look like it's 2012. It's really bad. It's someone else that's uncomfortable who I have been asked not to say their name, but I I have actually said their name in talking, and if he sees this, he's probably going to be annoyed at me for mentioning him without talking to him. But he wanted me to stop recording Dorothy and things like that, and Dorothy and I both talked to him and have said like she wants to do this. I'm not forcing this on her, and nothing I've done has been provocative or put her in danger. So I am legally allowed to continue to do this with her. It's someone who is now part of my past, and I'm okay with that. I don't know do I want sub bots? Is that like something I can eat, like a sandwich? And the what I just said relates to what Just Making Memories said. So that's the someone. So we'll just I'm not mentioning him by name. So technically, I feel like I'm still going with our agreement. Yes, there you go. But I sent him something that Dorothy made the other day, and he was like, "Good stuff, thanks." And I was like, okay, your daughter's like super proud. Instagram growth, like I know the algorithm and stuff, and I know what I could do to make my account grow more at this point, but I don't do it because again, I want to stay true to myself. I'm not going to like throw stuff out there that I'm like just to boost my following. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. Like I know like how to find the hashtags to use. Like you want to find ones that are like a moderate level, not like the big hashtags, nothing like with a million something like mom life. You want to find something like this is mom life that has like 30K, or I think 4,000 is like the minimum maximum you want to do if you have a smaller account, because it'll be more likely for your posts to stay up at the top. If they're like bigger accounts like Sarah Emily, who's like does all the letter boards, if she posted something on Mom Life, because she does the Mom Life letter boards, she's going to be up at the top because she has such a huge following. And yours is going to get pushed down to the bottom super quick because of like the engagement. Like if you get enough comments and likes and things like that within the first 12 hours, then your post is going to keep boosting up. So if you get like thousands of comments, thousands of likes, you're going to stay up at the top. But if you only get like 30 likes and like 10 comments, it's going to get shoved down. So the smaller, more niche hashtags are what you want to like stick to. And post, what I've found out is that people like your face. They like to see faces more than they like to see like nature or other stuff. They're like 50% more likely to like a photo if you post your face. And if there are greens and blues involved in the photos. Yeah, I know. I like being behind the camera more. So that's been kind of something that's been a push for me, because I've gotten to the point where I'm like, man, my hair's funky. My face is like all breaking out from my medication and my ulcerative colitis. I don't want a selfie. But it did actually happen by accident as well. I'm glad that. So everyone takes selfies so Cat in the Hat will not kill you, because that would be sad. I don't want him to go to her. I don't know if you're a boy or a girl. I don't want you to go to jail. You're too young for that. But yeah, it did kind of happen by accident, sort of. I made a post and a YouTube video for Karen and Kwa of KK and Baby J. And I was like a thank you for inspiring me to start vlogging. And she saw it and she shared it and started following me. And so I went up about 1,000 followers from that. And that's kind of where like my YouTube subscribers came from as well, which it wasn't massive, because I know that what I'm posting is very different from what people want to see. I know it can be like downer, and a lot of people want to see like that, hey, we're so happy and our life is amazing and we're Instagram perfect. And I'm not, and I don't want to pretend to be that, because that's not me. So it was kind of accident, but not kind of accident, because I did make these hoping to catch their attention. I just didn't expect to get the attention that I got from it. Yeah, I think growing slowly, especially if you're putting stuff out there like mental illness, is probably better, because then you kind of get your feet wet, you kind of get used to it. You're like, okay, now I know that I feel comfortable enough to share this with this amount of people. Maybe now I'm all right to open up and do a lot more, because then you can like feel, I get it, it's just like public speaking. Like it's easier to like talk to your family if you have a speech than it is to like stand on stage and say in front of 1,000 people and talk to them. So it's just like slowly getting to where you're able to increase your comfort zone. And I've never seen the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. I'm sorry. I stopped watching SpongeBob a long time ago because I don't remember why I stopped. Yeah, I don't remember. My brother stopped watching it, so I didn't watch it because I was kind of like a little bit older than the age level that they were trying to hit. And I was more into watching like Gossip Girl and things like that. My mom wouldn't watch me like, I'm trying to remember the movies. She didn't let me watch E.T. She thought it would be too scary for me. Yes, Gilmore Girls. That's pretty much where I was at. Gossip Girl, I stopped watching, I think after like Serena and Nate had something going on. There was like the white party. Bye. Have fun. Yeah, go get some fresh air, please, and have a good day. But yeah, Gilmore Girls, I could literally watch that every day for the rest of my life and not be sad or feel bored. That's one of the things that when Dorothy and I were by ourselves, we were kind of like the Gilmore Girls because I'm like kind of chill. I don't really discipline her. Like I discipline her, but we kind of have this like give and take. So she knows when to push, when she can't push me. And when she does push me, she knows that she's gone too far. So we had a very good like relationship, and we would just go do the silliest things and like eat crap. And like, I think I posted a story on Instagram the other day that was like, my mom, Dorothy, and me, when we go grocery shopping, become the Gilmore Girls because we had like gummy bears and Chinese food, and yeah, it was a little bit. I think I've gone through most of the Pop-Tarts already. Yeah, I know. I don't have very many girl crushes, but I would definitely say Rory was one of them. And yeah, I actually was talking about like trying to go to Yale or something like that. But there was also, I think I wanted to try to go to for chemistry at Yale or Oxford. I can't remember. And that was from The Discovery of Witches, which is a book that I absolutely love. And my friend was calling me out on it. And I was like, oh man, I was kind of hoping nobody would know that that was my inspiration for wanting to go to chemistry for that or there. But I used to read a lot of books. So I used to think like, oh man, I'm like Rory. But now I've grown up and I'm like, I'm kind of like both. Oh man, that's not cool. I mean, I'm guessing she probably had her reasons or didn't want you to move away or something. But I don't know. Sometimes letting your kids go, even though it's hard, is the best thing for them. Like it was super hard letting my kids stay at different places. Yeah, that's like somebody else I know that wants to control Dorothy, and there is no controlling Dorothy. Dorothy does her own thing, and you can try and control her, but you will never win. um, but yeah, when I let Dorothy and Forrest, like Dorothy was staying with my parents, and Forrest was with Pop's parents. Like that was the hardest part. It was letting them go, but I knew that I needed to focus on myself to get better, to actually be able to help them, because I couldn't take care of them and help them and keep them healthy and happy if I was struggling as hard as I was. So, which now they're both, I mean, Forrest is home, but Dorothy kind of like bounces back and forth between my parents' house and my house, depending on when she wants to do um, depending on where she wants to stay. Ooh, yay. Yeah, that would be fun. Because I'm pretty sure some of the stuff is very controversial. I cannot speak today. Very controversial that I do. But I don't care because my kids are pretty cool despite that. Yeah, I'm at my mom's house right now. We basically live here. I only live 2 houses down that way. So, no, I haven't seen a video like that. I don't know. Where is that a tag? Like, can I go check it out later? I feel like we have lots of collabs that we can do. And I'm very excited about that. Like, yay, I'm excited about sharing all the crazy mental stuff that I deal with. All right, yeah, I'm going to have to check that out. And I need to work on my cleaning stuff. I went ahead and got everything so I need to post those on my stories. Today got a lot busier than I anticipated. Ooh, yeah, okay. Yeah, that sounds fun. I'm going to look it up. And even if I'll figure out how to do it. Yeah, because I'm trying to figure out how to do the cleaning one now because I need to clean my bathroom tomorrow, so it came at a good time. So I can film cleaning my bathroom, I guess, or still trying to figure out how to do that because I don't have a tripod. I really need a camera at this point because I'm doing everything on my phone except for this live because I can't. No, I don't. I have this like really cheap Target. It's like this big and it's falling apart. I got it for like, it was on sale for like $1 or $2 and it came with a Bluetooth clicker thing. But the tripod's already falling apart. Yeah, that's pretty much creativism is, I make makeshift tripods out of random stuff. Like, I think my mom's house, I like use picture frames and stack the picture frames up in order to film things sometimes. I use my daughter's like LOL dollhouse because it's like the perfect height to take pictures. So at this point, I just use anything that I can rest my camera on until I can actually get a proper camera with all the equipment. Because I would like to get like a mic and stuff so I can actually, you can hear me better when I film because when I flip the camera around, it doesn't record as well. Yes. I've been making makeshift tripods since 2003. Me too. I was thinking about that the other day. I think I might. I feel like they were talking about doing a newer one. Like they just did the new one back in 2006. I feel like they were like trying to come up with something for like Rory's pregnancy, which I really hope they do. Because I want to see that. I liked parts of it. It wasn't the same, but I feel like towards the end, it became more Gilmore Girlish. The beginning was kind of like awkward. And then I hated the musical. The musical was terrible. I was like, why did they involve that? That was awful. Sorry, I'm drinking tea because I'm trying not to fall asleep at this point. Yesterday was really bad. Like Forrest pooped everywhere and I was doing laundry from like 12 o'clock till 8 o'clock. And so today I'm just like, I'm tired. I feel like I worked a full day doing laundry and I didn't get paid for it. But I somehow didn't go into like OCD, like super cleaning mode. I did. My mom helped me out and let me do laundry, but that vlog will come out in like a month because I'm almost caught up. I'm finally to May. So I'm hoping. Yes, he was very sweet. He was very cuddly yesterday. I think he's teething because he wants to like chew on everything more than normal. And he's like attached to my side at this point, which I'm okay with because I like kissing his cheeks. He's got such squishy cheeks. Oh, it's so hot in here. I'm dying. Not as weird as I thought it would be. Like, I don't know who all was on here, but I was asked to be a guest on a podcast earlier, and it'll come out in like July 10th. And that was like, I was really nervous because I've never done anything like that, but it was really fun. Like, I really enjoyed it. So it kind of like prepped me up for this, I guess, a little bit. I guess if anything, I just feel weird when there are no questions and I'm just like I don't know what to do. Like the first 10 minutes were me just sitting there like, all right, whenever anyone wants to ask a question, I don't really know what I'm doing. Because I don't really like being the center of attention. I know I'm like recording vlogs and everything, but I'm more like I don't know. I'm kind of awkward. I get extra sarcastic when I'm in front of people. So I'm trying not to be extra sarcastic. And I don't know how long a live should go. Like, I plan on doing this like at least twice a month, like maybe every 2 weeks. Hopefully I'll have my internet fixed for the next one so I can do it at home when I originally planned and not have to worry that he'll wake up or my parents will come home, or if Dorothy's here, like that would be chaotic. Maybe I'll have Dorothy join me for a live and you guys can ask her questions or something. I'm sure she would love that. But be prepared. Her answers will be like silly. But I don't know. What do you... Ooh, I think Forrest is awake. Let me go get him. He can join us. Oh, all right. Hello. Look. Oh, hold on. Let me turn off the mouse so you can play with it. All right. Forrest is awake. Yay. Oh. Yeah? You gonna play with that? Okay. Does anyone have any questions for Forrest? I'm sure he'll answer them very, very professionally as he chews on the mouse. Yeah? Yeah? You like that? He's really confused. He's like, I see myself on the screen, but I don't understand what's happening. Who's that? What is that? What? You! Yay! Good job! Yeah? Yeah? Oh, okay. Is that your question? Yeah. He's so happy when he wakes up. He's so happy when he's chewing on things. He's getting another tooth in, so hopefully he'll stop. Oh, that's really gross. Yeah, well, he has started like saying some words. Like he'll point and he'll say like, he'll say like, what's that? Dorothy's never really had a first word, but she would say like, oh, what's that? Oh, what's that? So they both started saying, what's that? Ew, thank you. Instead of actually like saying words. But he understands a lot of words. And if he did ask blue or pink, like Dorothy keeps asking when she's going to have a little sister. So I'm like, cool. I really hope both my kids aren't like predicting me being pregnant right now and me not know it. Because I can't mentally afford to have another one yet. I need a couple years. I know. You're a handful right now. Not in a bad way. I do want more. Pop thinks that 2's enough. But yeah, I do want more. I want one more. I would like to have another girl. I don't mind having another boy because he's so cuddly. But I also really, Dorothy really wants a little sister too. She wants to have both. And I'm okay with that. And Pop and I were actually discussing names the other day, just for fun, randomly. And Dorothy's such a tomboy that I guess I could say I'm a boy mom too at this point, because she's into some girl stuff like LOL dolls, and she's just started wearing skirts. But she is such a boy. Like, I mean, I don't really like assign things to girls and boys, but I guess if you're going to be like that stereotypical, oh, she's into boy things, she likes cars and Legos and Power Rangers, but I liked all that stuff too. She likes playing in the dirt and whatever, which, again, that was me. We played Barbies, but I don't know. Barbies? Yeah. Ah. And yeah, Pop doesn't really want another, but he's already said he would be happy if we had another. He wouldn't be like, oh my gosh, which when I told Dorothy's dad that I was pregnant, I did not get a happy reaction. So when I told Pop that we were pregnant with Forrest, like he almost cried tears of joy, which was so exciting because I'd never told anyone that I was pregnant and gotten a good reaction. So I know even if I told him I was pregnant now and he doesn't want more, he would be excited. Oh my gosh, there's like so much drool right now. I'm so wet. I hope you're not breaking the mouse by drooling on it. Maybe I should find something else for you to chew on. I'm in an office room. Like, I'm not going to find anything for him to chew on. I don't know. What do we got? Nothing. Ooh, hey, here's some Polaroids. What's this? Oh. This is, I don't know if you can see it. That's me. And that's my mom. And I don't know who that is. That's my cousin, and then that was my best friend in elementary school. I feel like I look so much like Dorothy. Huh? Oh, we're on a trampoline. I was like, what are we on? And then this is my grandfather and my great-grandmother. His name was Forrest. This was where Forrest's name came from. Forrest, his due date was July 19th, and that was my grandpa's birthday. So we chose that name. Oh, hold on. Ooh, here. Play with this. Check it out. Don't eat the cardboard. You'll throw up on me. Yeah, because he was due on July 19th, my mom was like, oh, if it's a boy and it's July 19th, will you name him Forrest? And I was like, sure. And that's what we did, because I had no idea what to name a boy. Oh, my mom's got so many pictures in here. This is my brother. Does he look like Forrest? It's like an Asian Forrest. I mean, a white Forrest. I don't know who that is. I don't know what kid that is. Yeah, this is me probably around Dorothy's age. This is fun. I didn't expect to find these. Yeah, I better get going because I think I have to go check the potatoes downstairs. My mom is making baked potatoes for dinner. And they left, so I have to keep an eye on everything. But I will try and get my internet fixed, and then I will schedule another live session probably in like 2 weeks. So that way I can have better video quality and I'm not like looking over to the side trying to read your comments. Hold your horses, kid. Plus he's getting wiggly. So thank you guys for joining me, and I hope to see you guys in like 2 weeks, and we can do something different. Maybe I'll have Dorothy join me or something. Please don't throw up on me. All right, you guys have I lost the mouse. And I just posted a vlog, so go check it out. Wait, stop. Bye. Stop clicking things. I know, hold on.